What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to basically go over all the silver eagles that I would personally recommend that you purchase either to flip and resell or to hold on for the rest of your life. So obviously, I was the first to order amongst some of you other lucky guys and gals the uh, laser privy, which I ordered August 20th, and it came in this black case. And as you can see, I have mine listed for 225, and I'm going to go over what they're currently asking for on eBay and what they're selling for. And we're also going to discuss how that compares to the Army Privy, which definitely comes in a much nicer case. So here are the two cases side by side. This looks like, something you'd get from Temu, and this is what we want, guys. We want, and gals, we want the U.S. Mint to give us our coins that we're buying at a premium of $105, and we want them in these beautiful presentation cases. So I'm not going to be selling my Army Privy. I'm hanging on that forever, and that's definitely been a great investment so far this year. Spent 105 for it. I do want to point out, and I don't know if you guys, what you guys think about this. Here's something that's very interesting that was pointed out to me in the comment section of my last video, comparing the two coins so far. We're also going to go over the two other coins to purchase later this year, one October 10th and one November 10th. But first of all, the Silver Privy comes with a card signed by Ventress C. Gibson. Now, she retired in March of this year, March of 2025. The Laser Privy came out. You were able to order it August 20th, and a bunch of you people got it. You should have got it by now. If not, someone stole it in the mail. But the Army Privy, which I ordered, I guess pre-ordered June 13th, has the acting director, Christy McNally, who took over for Ventress Gibson. And our president's already nominated a new U.S. Mint director. So I think what's going to make the Army Privy even more rare, and those of you guys that collect labels, if you can get a proof graded 70 signed by Christy McNally, she'll never sign another coin ever again, because we're waiting for Paul Hollis here to be the 41st director of the U.S. Mint. So Christy's just hanging out. She's been doing a great job, I guess. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. But she's been director for the past 6 months. Ventress retired early in March. So it's just a little bizarre that we have an Army Privy with the acting director on it, okay? But that coin came out first. At least it was available to us first from the U.S. Mint. And then the Laser Privy that just came out, and hopefully you guys got it, has the prior Mint director signature on it. So the question is, did Ventress pre-sign any labels for NGC or PCGS? I doubt it. I mean, how could she sign a label if the coin wasn't released until to the public until August 20th? So I guess we'll do a little deeper dive in this video too. I'm curious to know as well if she's actually signed anything, and if that even means anything. But to some people it does, and it was a little confusing because when I did my last video, I was like, oh, this one has this director and this one has this one, but I got them reversed. I thought I thought Christy was the acting one, and then I thought Ventress took over for Christy, but I was completely wrong. So kudos to you guys that pointed that out in the comments of the last video. So anyways, the two coins definitely to get coming this fall and this winter. Number one will be the Navy Privy. So here it is. It is available October 10th, and you guys can definitely hit the Remind Me button or Remind Me tab, and that way the U.S. Mint will definitely tag you via email, and they can also text you. You cannot pre-order it, but it's going to be $105. And for those of you guys that have already ordered it, I'm sorry, that have already signed up for it. You know how you know the drill. You get a text, and then that'll be the Navy Privy. So the nice thing with the Navy Privy is it is going to come in the nice blue case. So they're not getting cheap on us with that, like they did with the Laser Privy. So it leads me to believe that who the prior U.S. Mint director was really cheap, meaning I'm sure they already in a meeting. They're like, we're gonna just send these coins in, these cheap China-made just card stock, and the new mint director, or the one that's kind of acting U.S. mint director, uh, Christie, uh, and probably newer people too, right? Because with a new director comes newer employees. They kind of, when one office takes over, the other one, all the other people get out. I believe we're going to start seeing more quality stuff coming out of the U.S. Mint. And what I mean by quality stuff, I just mean like more quality packaging. So uh, thank you, Ventress. I even have trouble saying her name, even though my name's pretty confusing. But thank you, Ventress, for retiring, because we're no longer going to see these cheap boxes and this cheap packaging to display our coins. I mean, this is pretty pathetic. This is basically looks like an aftermarket thought. Like let's just. It sounds to me like they hired. Let's find the cheapest printing company that can make these and get the cheapest stock, period, versus the current acting director, Christie, is like, nope, we're going to give people the nice, what they expect, the U.S. Mint, these beautiful flocked holders. And I mean, even like the COA, there's like a difference in the quality of the COA. So this is like a cheaper cardstock. It's thinner, it's more bendable, and this cardstock is definitely more heavy duty. I mean, it's the difference of micromillimeters, but you can definitely tell the difference if you guys hold both of these in your hands. Even the boxes that they come with, even like the cover box, the printing is nice. It's what we expect. Printing's not bad on the black one, the outer shell here, but even the shells, comparing the two, there's definitely it's definitely cheaper. So thank you, uh, thank you, Ventures, for getting the heck out of Dodge, because we're all getting tired of your cheap packaging. Uh, you know, it's like we're as collectors and the public here, we're already spending exorbitant premiums. Even though silver is close to 42 today, the making of this video, which kind of blows me away. Uh, but it's like, thank you for at least making nice packaging. So the good news is that the Navy Privy is listed at 105, but you guys know as well as I do, the U.S. Mint could easily raise the price of that coin, especially since it's coming out October 10th. So let's say silver jumps up to 45. Now, you would think they already have all the blanks that they've already bought. They're not buying the blanks today to make these privies later on. But knowing the U.S. Mint, they most likely, my guess is they're going to raise the price of this coin. So I don't think it'll be 105 when it comes out. I mean, if it is, great. And let's say silver is at 45 at that point. That is nice. But knowing the U.S. Mint, they'll probably raise the price of it. And this is what the Marine Privy is going to look like. So I'm going to zoom in on that. There it is. Very, very cool. And get even a closer shot here. So that's our Marine Corps. I think that's going to be a very, very popular design. I think that'll be more popular than the Army Privy, just because Marines are just considered a little more decorated. They're the first ones in. I think so. I would think of, if you think in the way of Morgan silver dollars or as a collector, the Marine Corps Privy, I think, is going to be treated like a CC Morgan silver dollar, even though all these coins, they're minting 100,000 of them, right? We know that for a fact. So, but given the prior, just the metals that they sold years before, the Marine metal was always worth more. The Air Force one was definitely worth more. So I would consider the Marine Corps as a CC, and the Navy is more of like the New Orleans Mint, and then the Army Privy is going to be more like the San Francisco Mint, and then the Laser Privy is like the Philadelphia Mint of if you compared it to like a Morgan Silver dollar. Granted, they're all nice, they all have the same mintages. People are going to hover towards the Marine one. So, what are these things selling for today? Today is September 2nd, and we basically have kind of neck and neck. So currently there are 304 listings available on eBay for the laser privy. These are all uncertified, so these are not graded. So they start at 175, and they are selling for around 180, 188, 180. There are people that are getting a little bit more for their coin when they don't actually open the box, which is weird. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't like selling unopened boxes, because what if the coin inside is damaged and now you've shipped this damaged coin to the person that is willing to pay you, close to $200 for this coin, and it's completely damaged. They can return it to you. They can file a credit card claim. So, I did notice that people do get a little bit more, maybe about 10, $20 more if they do not open the box. But I had to open the box. I don't trust anything that comes in the mail. You got to open it up. You got to inspect it, because you only have a short period of time, if there is an issue with the coin, to send it back to the U.S. Mint for a refund. Plus, like, wouldn't you want to check to see if, like, I don't know, maybe the director signed your card, or you got some kind of error? And could you imagine selling an error coin? That would be extremely rare, because there's only 100,000 mintages, and now you've sold this error coin to somebody else where you could have got, a lot more money for it, like double or triple. But I haven't heard about any errors that have come out yet with this coin. So, long story short, the Laser Privy, there's 304 listed. There's already been 118 sold since it just came out, which was after August 20th. And the Army Privy, the cheapest one available right now with milk spots, is 185, but it seems they start at 225. So the Army Privy is definitely selling for a lot more expensive. And there's not very many listed on eBay. There's only 51. And Army Privy has sold 635. Most recent sales 200. So like if you guys were desperate and you really needed money, and you bought the Army Privy and you got your $105 plus $5.95 shipping, invested in the coin, you could sell it pretty quick. I don't think you would want to sell it for 200. You probably could get 210, 220. But I'm holding out. Like, this is my Silver Eagle Laser Privy. I've got it listed for 225. I'm not in a hurry to sell it. I did have it listed for 250. I got 10% off, so I've got mine listed for 225. And I'm okay if it sits. I'm okay waiting. Because eventually everyone else that's blowing theirs out at 175, those will all get gobbled up, and then you're going to find people that still want to buy the Silver Eagle. So I feel these are kind of depressed right now because everyone's pumping and dumping. I mean, if you want to pay eBay a 13.6% fee because you don't sell on eBay all the time, and you want to blow it out for 175 and include the shipping, and you're happy making $40, I guess. But I'm going to hold on to mine for 225. I'm not selling my Army Privy. The Army Privies are selling. It appears to be for about $25 to $30 more for the Army Privy, which makes sense. It's got an Army Privy on it instead of some generic Laser Privy, and the packaging's way nicer. So, what does that mean? What that means is if you order the Navy Privy, my assumption is that also will be a $220 coin on the resale market, and I believe the Marine coin, the Marine Privy, will be a little bit more, just because it's a Marine Privy versus a Navy Privy. So again, Marine Corps Privy and the U.S. Air Force Privy, those are probably going to be the most sought after. Next would be the Army Privy, which already has proven that a lot of those have sold. That's 225-ish. And then the Navy Privy might be around where the Army Privy is, because there's a lot of people that serve the Navy. So these are definitely the better buys, but if you did order the Laser Privy and you want to dump it, I mean, if you're happy making 40, 50 bucks, rock on, but I would hold on to it a little bit longer. And then if you really needed some money and you were one of those where you got an extra Army Privy, I would say now is the best time to sell it. So what you'll also find too, and I found this with the metals, when they came out, that was the big metal. I think it was a 2.5 ounce metal from the U.S. Mint. They definitely went up in value day one, but I noticed as other metals came out, like the Navy, the Marine, I think the Army one was the first one that came out, that made the original first release military privy or military design sell for even more. So I sold my Air Force one way too early. I sold my Army one way too early, and those went up like another $100 because as the other ones were being released, people wanted to basically collect the entire set. So I feel that's how it's going to be with these as well. So your Army Privy, if you guys can hold out a little bit longer, I feel this is going to continually go up in value. Just based on too that there's only 50 people listing. Actually, there's only 49 available on eBay. 48 with actually all the packaging. This guy's just selling the coin itself. But even the box, guys, if you send yours in to get graded, dude, don't toss the box. Keep it. The future buyer is going to want it. They're worth 10 bucks, or in this case, this guy's getting 20. But these are basically your coin companies that have bought many versions of this, and they sent them all to get graded because they're looking to get that perfect 70. So in conclusion, definitely sign yourself up for the Navy Privy. Definitely sign yourself up for the Marine Corps Privy. That's what I'm doing. I want to make sure I've got those in my collection. I don't really care about the Laser Privy. So I'm using, once this sells, I'm going to use that profit to kind of offset the costs of bearing $110. Well, at least my fourth order, which will be the Marine Corps Privy, that will have free shipping. So I'll at least get that for $105. And maybe you guys are already there. Maybe you guys ordered other things from the U.S. Mint, but you do have to purchase 3 items from the U.S. Mint, and then your next item, they basically give you free shipping. So it saves you $5.95. So anyways, guys, let me know in the comments if this is a coin you plan on getting. I do recommend it. I do recommend if you desperately need money today, you can list your Laser Privy. It's going to be $175. And if you desperately need to get money back on your Army Privy, if you got an extra one, it looks like those are selling. This one says $200, but the cheapest one listed right now is $225 with free shipping. Yes, there is a milk spotted one. Who wants that? But even if this milk spotted one sells for $185, it's still more than what the Laser Privy is going for. So appreciate you guys watching. Enjoy the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys got one. And if you didn't, and you like buying this kind of stuff, holding on to for long term, these will continually go up in value because they only made 100,000 of these. There's not a lot to go around with all the coin collectors that are here in the United States. And don't sleep on the international buyers. They want this stuff as well. This stuff's worth way more outside of our country because they can't order from the U.S. Mint. The U.S. Mint doesn't ship internationally. So these definitely have a premium if you have a collector overseas that's fallen in love with the American Silver Eagle. So appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys all on the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.